So hello guys, this is Programming Guru, and today we are going to do some practice questions regarding to lecture 1, but I highly recommend you to first watch lecture 1 if you have not watched that, because you will not be able to understand anything in this lecture if you have not watched the lecture 1. So now let's start with the first question. So as you can see in the screen, the program to print a simple statement. Now, as we have seen in lecture 1 also, that how to print a simple statement. So to print a simple statement, we use a printf statement in a integer main part, which is very important. Then I have got the image of output. Then comes a second program to find the sum of two numbers. So I have declared three variables, namely a, b and c. I have given values a equals to 10, b equals to 20 and c equals to a plus b. So the answer should come as 30. So I am printing it as the sum of two numbers is modulo d slash n c, where modulo d is very important, because if you do not write modulo d, then you will not get output as c written as the answer. And then we have used two modulo d's together as modulo d plus modulo d is equals to modulo d, where for first modulo d, a will be printed in that place, for second b will be printed, and for third c will be printed in place of third modulo d. Then we have wrote get and return 0. If you do not write this get and return statement, it is okay, no worries, for code blocks. Then now we have got this output. The sum of two numbers is 30. The 10 plus 20 is equal to 30, where for first modulo d we said that a should be regarded means 10, then plus sign in between of that, and then modulo d is equals to modulo d. So 10 plus 20 is equals to 30 is printed in that way. Then comes the third question, a program to take a string from user and print it. Now, it is very important to know how to take a string or any input from a user. So, first of all, we have declared an string variable, means in that we can enter letters and characters. So for string, you need to write size of the variable, means how much should be the size of string which should be entered in the variable named name. So we are first printing that enter your name, and then we have used a keyword scanf, where we have to use first modulo s, that is for string, in double quotes, then use a comma and then Anderson sign, and then a variable in which we want to store the value which is written by the user. So name variable, and then we are printing your name is modulo s comma name, right? Then comes its output. So you enter your name Bhavya, your name is Bhavya, it got printed, right? Then comes the program to calculate sum of two numbers using input from user. So here we have taken three variables a, b and c. Then enter the number. First number is entered using scanf. Here we have used modulo d. As for integer we use keyword modulo d, as I have also said in lecture 1. And then second number stored in a variable b. Then after that we have just simply added c is equals to a plus b, and then sum of two numbers is modulo d then c. So this is the output. Enter the number 10, enter the number 20. So sum of two numbers is 30, right? Then comes a program to perform all the four math functions, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So in the main part we have taken a, b, c, d, e and f, right? And then enter the number. First number is taken from the user, second number is taken from the user, and then we have performed all the four functions a plus b, a minus b, A into B and A divided by D. And then we have simply printed add is modulo D slash n, where slash n is used to change the line. Means after printing add is modulo D, it will then print sub is modulo D in the next line and not beside add is modulo D. And then comes its output. So enter the number 20 and enter the number 10. So addition is 30, subtraction is 10, multiplication is 200 and division is 2. See, because we have used slash n, all the four things were printed in different lines, right? And then comes the program to use 3 or more percentage s together, means modulo s. You can call it anyways. Then we have taken first, middle, last and division as the 4 string variables because we have given size. If you do not mention size, then you can just enter only a single character, not a whole string. Means you can, if you have written only variable and not size, then you can enter only one letter, that is any letter like A or B. And if you mention the size, then you can enter a whole string like BHAVYA space Patel, in that way. Then we have taken two integer variables, roll number and classes. And after that we have taken first name, second middle name, last name, and then taken roll number from user, his division and his class. And after that we have printed first, middle and last together. See, for that we have used all the three modulo s together, so that first, middle and last name would be printed together. And after that we have simply printed a roll number, division and classes. So this is the output. 1 minute. Yes, here. Enter your first name, Bhavya. Enter your middle name, Rajesh. Enter your last name, Patel. So, and your roll number 12, section D, class 11. So see, details are printed over here. Bhavya, Rajesh and Patel, all the three things came together, and after that 12, D and 11, right? Then comes the next program to calculate simple interest. Now before doing this program, I want to tell you the basic formula for simple interest is that first we need a principal, time and rate, right? So we have taken a principal from the user, time from the user and rate from the user. As you can see over here that I have used modulo f, which stands for modulo float, as we have taken time, rate and calc as float variables and PRI as integer variable. And after that, for calculation part, principal into time into rate, and that divided by 100, and after that we have simply printed calc, right? And that comes its output. I have entered a principal as 56, time 5, rate 4. So answers came as simple interest is 11.2000. If you write modulo f, then answer will come to many zeros after decimal places, right? Then comes the program to find the area of rectangle. So for that we need width, length. So in that manner only I have taken width and length from the user, and after that I have just simply multiplied length into width, and after that printed it. So here is the output. Length is 10, width is 20 and area of rectangle is 200.0000, as I have used modulo f, right? Then comes the program to find area of circle. So for area of circle I have just taken radius of circle from the user, and then the program should automatically calculate its diameter, circumference and area on its own. Means over here we have just used simple formulas. Means for diameter 2 into radius, as radius is always as diameter is always twice of radius, then circumference 2 pi r, and radius is equals to, means area is equals to pi r square, that is 3.14 into radius square, means radius into radius, and then simply printed diameter, circumference and area. So here comes its output, that is enter the radius of circle. So I entered 5, so it automatically calculated diameter as 10, circumference as 31.4 and area as 78.5 units. Then comes the program to convert centimeters into meters and kilometers. So I took 3 float variables, cent, met and kilo. For that I took user input as a centimeter value, and that it automatically calculated meter and kilometer values. For meter we did centimeter divided by 100, and for kilometer we did meters divided by 100, and after that we have simply printed meters and kilometers. So here comes its output. I entered the number of centimeters, so I entered 1000. Length in meters came as 10 meter, length in kilometers 0.01 kilometers, right? Then comes the program to find third angle of a triangle using two angles. Means user should enter only two angles of a triangle and the program should automatically calculate its third angle. So I took first angle, second angle, and after that for finding third angle I did 180 minus 1 plus 2, so that I get third angle, as sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So output for that is enter first angle 34, second angle 46, so third angle came as 100 degrees, right? So this is the end of our second lecture, and I hope that you liked the video. So please like, share and subscribe to my channel Programming Guru, so that I get motivation to create new and more lectures for you. Thank you for watching my video.